Hello and welcome back. My name is Glenn Keller, and in this demonstration, we're talking about Teamcenter 2512, what's new in the fundamentals section. So fundamentals refer to users or usability, interacting with the interface, what has changed to the overall look and feel, navigation, those types of aspects. So if you're looking for administrative type topics, you'll have to jump over to those videos. But in here, we're going to talk about this new Active Workspace interface that launched with this version. Now, in the Active Workspace interface, for a long time, whenever we come to this home page over on the left-hand side, we've had what are called a set of tiles. Tiles would allow us the ability to jump between different areas or locations in the system. A location would be something like search, and then sublocations would be results, saved, and advanced. So in here, basically we could jump around and those acted as shortcuts. In Teamcenter 2512, Siemens has adjusted this homepage to be a little bit more practical and save some clicks as you go into the system. If I select the home page here, I'm a new user. I've come in and I've started kind of clicking around, and this is what my page looks like. So right off the get-go, as a generic user, if I pull up, I'm in the author workspace and a fresh install, and I've got the engineering designer group and role. What I see when I log in is this dashboard style homepage. So this is very reminiscent from what we've been seeing in the reports and some other places in Active Workspace over the last few releases. And I like it that it gives me a nice quick look at all of the different components or things that I have done recently. So if we break it down though, this homepage is broken down into something for my workflows. So I can see tasks are located here, and I have kind of a quick view into it. In the past, we had a tile that kind of showed us how many we had and how many were new. But now we can actually see them and we can open them. We also have recent, and this is going to be kind of what I saw inside of the assistant or the quick access panels in previous versions. So it's just anything that I've clicked and opened in the previous time frame. So in here, what I've seen is it just pre-populates. Anything that I've had open or selected is starting to get populated in here. I do like that it's got its own individual scroll bar. I cannot interact with this little area in between, so I can't drag or move those like I can some panels or views in other areas of Active Workspace. The actions, if I look at this is very reminiscent of what we had in tiles where we could create a part or create a document. And if I select something in here in the actions, it is doing that. So it's launching the home folder, and then it's going straight to the add panel, and then it's filtering the add panel to the object type in question. So we'll have to take a look at adding additional actions in some of the administrative type topics to this actions location. But this is going to give us quick access to some of the commands that we work with the most. Now, each one of these in the top area, each one of these, if I right click, they do have contextual controls, and it looks like you can manage your shortcuts. You can look at add to favorites, you can pin to launcher, you can pin even to the actual navigation bar over here, so that you always have that button available if you wanted to. If I go into the home folder, same deal. So I get some quick hits like check out. If I go to the item revision, I get submit to workflow and revise, save as. So each one of these is conditionally controlled depending on what I'm right clicking on. If I go to the commands, notice that just brings up the browser right click. So there's no interactivity with these, and there's no additional menus. If I go down to the changes, I do have change management installed in my environment, so I don't have any other license features. It's just Foundation. If you don't have change management installed, you may not see this component here, but because I do, any changes that I have that are active are going to show up in here, kind of like the recents folder. And then I also have reports. So reports are generated, and as we work along inside of our using courses, we'll populate more and more examples of these. But basically, if you click this little open or go to reports, that's available on pretty much all of them. This button is going to take you to the main page for what this is displaying. So if I go to the reports one, it's going to take me to the reports dashboard. And that's what's kind of being injected onto that page. If I go back, the tasks, if I click the same button, will take me to the inbox. If I go to recents, it's going to take me to favorites in the recent location on there. And if I go to changes, it's going to take me to my changes window. So each one of those are basically a view into different parts or applications within Active Workspace. Lots of capability here. It also looks that Siemens has provided a way to change the way that we look at this data. So each one of these has a little flip list where you can go list images, which is kind of a bigger block, or you have auto, which I've found is the automatic selection, and it's going to determine how to display the data, whether it needs to be a bigger block or in a list format. So you get a little bit of that, and then you get the full screen mode where you can full screen what's in there. You can exit full screen up in the top right corner. All of these windows seem to have that functionality. All of it is interactable when you're in here. Now, we began to take a look at some new other features that Siemens has released for this, and the one that ties into this interface the most is the new launcher tool that's available down here. So this new launcher tool is essentially how Siemens has moved those tiles and deprecated the tile functionality and called them tools. So it's a completely different thing now, but it does achieve that same goal. So now you have what are called tools, and the tools act very similar to what we had with the tiles. They take you to the different places or applications inside of the system. And then using those tools, you can also get quick shortcuts. You can pin each tool to this location, the pin tools spot. And then not only that, but they've separated it out to where you can pin data as well. So we'll be able to pin to the launcher, and you'll see that a lot in the right-click menus. You'll be able to pin to the launcher individual objects, and you'll be able to pin different tools as quick tools that you may need access to. So if I go back into the launcher and I try and right-click on one of these, they do have right-click ability in here. So in here, I'm going to basically click open to launch the assistant. So I could say open. And then in here, if I go back, I could launch the advanced search, which will take me to that page, and so on and so forth. If I go back down to the launcher and I right click on one of them, I can say open a new tab, open a new window. I can even remove it from this list. So this is the advanced search. If I say unpin from launcher, it disappears. If I wanted to get it back, I need to go to the All Tools section. And the All Tools section will present advanced search back to me, as well as a lot of the other tools that may already be on there. The one thing I have noted is that this is the full list of the tools that are available to you. And the only way to know from this list that it's already pinned is to right click on it, and you'll see that the icon for unpinned to launcher is set here. It will say pin to launcher if it isn't pinned. So I would like to see an icon here or so. That'd be nice to indicate if it's pinned or not, but this is really nice here. If I hit the ... on the end, I also get that ability. If I go back, I repinned the advanced search, and if I look in here, notice it hasn't displayed just yet. So I'm gonna close that out, open it back up, and then come down. And again, I do not see it. So let's go to All Tools. There's the advanced search. I'm going to say pin to launcher. I get the notification. And then if I open it back up, the advanced search is here. So we'll also have to take a look at placement options. If I drag and drop, notice that I can rearrange where my commands are. So if I drag this here between advanced search and the other one, notice that it is catching my mouse over really well, and then it did pick up. So I just need to make sure that I place it in the right spot. Seems pretty intuitive. Took me a second to rearrange those as I wish. So in here we've got the launcher, we've got the pin tools, and then we've got all tools that we can sort through. One note is that this is not all of the pages that are installed in your system. So this represents a look at the available pages that you have as who you are. So right now I am the engineering designer group and role, and I have access to a very specific workspace in the page, and due to that I have access to a very wide set of the different tools that are available in Active Workspace. Now, if you wanted to reset all this back to what the administrators had given you, you can click Restore Defaults and say Reset the Navigation Bar, which is the bar that you see over on the left-hand side. So you can reset this bar, or you can reset the pin data, the pin tools up at the top. So I'm going to say Reset the Launcher. It'll confirm, and then it resets all my icons. And then if I do it again and say reset the navigation bar, I hadn't made any changes to that, so it shouldn't change anything. Now, let's say that I wanted the assistant, for instance, available to me anytime, anywhere, without having to come to the launcher. I could come in here and I could say pin to navigation bar. So notice this one is actually already on the navigation bar. So if I right-click Advanced Search and I say Pin to Navigation Bar, on the left-hand side, you'll see Advanced Search gets added. So I can add things and objects to that navigation bar by right-clicking on these objects. So I can remove this from the navigation bar. I could pin this to the navigation bar if I wanted. So this is very handy in being able to configure exactly to the commands and things that I would want. All right, so we've talked a little bit about the dashboard style homepage and what we see in here, and we've talked about the launcher. The other question that typically comes up with this newer feature is the ability to remove or toggle these elements. So you'll notice inbox is right here on the pin tools. If I remove inbox, notice there was a tasks right behind this. If I close this, you can see tasks. So if I remove inbox from here, right click and say unpin from launcher, notice that tasks remains here. So notice it is also in the navigation bar. So I'll come in here, right click on inbox, which will now be in here, and say unpin from navigation bar, and then notice tasks remains. So even if you don't have them pinned, this page is tailored to show that tasks and recent and actions are conformed there. If I resize the page, then you can see that it does adjust accordingly, and then you get the vertical scrolls. So this page is really nice. It gives us new features. The launcher is very dynamic. I think that a lot of the things and controls that I would expect are inside of this tool, and it is fairly natural to come down and interact with it this way.